What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Two Guys in a Warehouse After Hours with our special guest, Elliot.
Yeah. So it's three guys in a warehouse now.
Yeah, that is.
Are you even allowed to have guests with the title Two Guys in a Warehouse?
Well, it's after hours. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, no rules. No rules.
No rules.
No rules, no repercussions.
And with your usual hosts, Dylan and...
Alex.
Yep. And so to what you were saying before, what were you talking about before?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, we were talking about who the personality is. I think I'm the personality, and Alex is the knowledgeable guy.
There you go.
There's no side guy in this podcast. We're both just the main guy.
Oh. All right.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we had Elliot. You've watched anime before. You're actually the person who got me into anime.
I have watched anime before.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Avatar doesn't count. What else have you watched?
Naruto, and that's like the same thing, right? The same thing as Avatar, basically.
Pretty much.
Basically. Yeah.
So is Avatar an anime? What is your position on that?
We actually just talked about this in our last
we did.
podcast. Talking about like Western animation that is related to like Japanese.
Yeah, so I argued with somebody who I didn't even disagree with. I basically come to the conclusion that it's not an anime, but I took the position of it's an anime because they were very much against it being an anime, and they were really defensive about it not being an anime. Like they had a lot to say about Avatar not being an anime, and I was pretty amazed by how.
Well, you're normally a wealth of knowledge anyways, so you're really good at debating.
I don't know. I just wanted to watch him. Like, I wanted to see his response to, like, I'm like, you know what? It is an anime. It's an anime. Well, technically, I think it was made by a Korean animation studio. So that's the position you have to take. You have to be like, well, it was made by Koreans, and Koreans are almost
Japanese.
So it's basically an anime.
A lot of Korean people won't like that.
Yeah.
That might be the most offensive thing we've said so far.
I mean, when you defining anime is comes from Japan. So.
Legend of Korra had a Korean studio, but I think the original Avatar did have a Japanese studio too.
Oh,
So
really?
it depends. It depends on like.
Yeah, so it's an anime. Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh wow! We
It's
just unraveled the mystery of the Avatar.
I'm gonna go email the guys on Mal so they add it into the system that it is in fact an anime.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So we had Elliot watch like Demon Slayer, and which you hadn't started until what, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I started watching Demon Slayer before you told me to. And I started watching Dr. Stone before you told me to. The only one you told me to watch is Fire Force. I only watched one episode, and I was not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would definitely want to see your opinion on it. Most people are not liking that show, Fire Force.
Oh yeah.
Really, I thought it was like popular. That was my understanding of it. It's like popular, and people seem to like it. I don't know, but I just but apparently not.
I feel like it has a big hate following.
Yeah, that's I watch it just to hate on it.
Like Sword Art Online, where it's like everyone hates the show, but somehow it still gets like continuously so many games. So like I think it has a card game, a board game, and it has multiple video games. There's an app, and everyone hates the show.
There's a Asana wake up app. Remember the Asana? She wakes you up. It's like an alarm clock.
Oh really?
Yeah,
no, I didn't see that. That's crazy. Yeah. No, definitely. I mean that's pretty much what Fire Force is. It'll probably be a fairly long-running show, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first episode was just like an origin story, and it wasn't even that interesting. I don't know. It was like he has these powers. I don't know. It's just like it didn't seem too interesting. I wasn't into it. I honestly was expecting it to be about firefighters.
Like regular firefighters?
Yeah, just regular fire. I was actually into that. I was like, oh, this is cool. It's going to be like a drama firefighter show. And I watched it on Crunchyroll, and I saw a comment down below that said, I was wondering why everyone was super into the show. And then I realized, oh, it's superhero firefighters. That's why everyone's into it. And I'm like the opposite, where I'm like, oh, they got superpowers? I'm like, okay, whatever.
And yeah, there's superpowers to control fire or make fire.
Yeah.
Manipulate
So
or create.
all have the same power basically, but
there's different generations of them.
Yeah, like how much fire you can control.
There's like what is it? The second.
The second generation can manipulate existing fire,
and then the third can create.
Generation, can create it. Mm-hmm.
If so I just watched one episode.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, and then so you said you were watching Demon Slayer before that, then, and Dr. Stone.
Yeah, so I watched like 2 episodes of Demon Slayer, and I thought it was pretty good. But I wasn't like super into it. Like I didn't see all the hype behind it. So I just kept watching it, and eventually it got really, really good. And so I really like Demon Slayer. Yeah, I definitely see the hype like around Demon Slayer. I enjoyed it immensely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's gonna be anime of the year?
Yeah, probably. What was anime of last year? I felt like there was a lot of things people really liked.
2018. That was Made in Abyss one anime of the year.
What was it?
Made in Abyss.
Oh, I didn't even watch it. I didn't even hear it. I haven't even heard of that.
It's a really good one.
Yeah,
that's a really good.
That's a great.
I think it was between that one and then Land of the Lustrous, which is the CGI, 3D CGI.
You just finished that show.
That was a really good one about genderless gem people. Yeah,
and they're like from the moon or something.
So it's like Steven Universe, the anime.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I've never watched Steven Universe, but a lot of people keep commenting like,
I just know they're genderless gem people who are just women.
Yeah, that's basically what it is too. They're basically women. They just have no. Yeah.
They're genderless. It's like but
they're basically
the
women,
girls.
Yeah. They're voiced by women. Yeah, they're basically
women.
Yeah.
Whammon.
Respect my whammon.
Dang, that took like a crazy turn because we were talking about Demon Slayer and because I asked if it was gonna be anime of the year.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
We still have to talk about Dr. Stone, which I think I'm enjoying actually more than Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Like consistently, but Demon Slayer has like these episodes that are just these high moments where I was just like blown away. I think we were talking on the phone about when he's facing the first of the 12. I don't know what they're called. I forget what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna. Is there spoiler? Should we do a spoiler warning? Right. Spoiler.
Yeah. Well, episode 19. I mean, yeah. Oh, that's where you're going, right? Yeah. Episode 19? Okay. Go ahead. Continue.
Spoiler warning for Demon Slayer.
Kizuki.
So pause it, and I'll make sure they put a timestamp somewhere to continue the discussion after we spoil all of Demon Slayer.
Even the manga, we might as well spoil that right now.
I'll tell you how it ends. Right?
Yeah. It's supposed to end, actually, the manga soon.
Yeah, so she doesn't get turned back into a human.
Yeah,
no.
She dies.
She
that would be pretty sad, actually.
Right.
Oh, dude, I thought that actually happened.
Oh, no.
I was about to be like really pissed off.
I give you more warning than that.
Yeah.
I'll at least let you run out the room first.
Yeah, she just dies. It's really sad. They cry.
Tanjiro kills himself.
Commits seppuku.
Yeah.
Couldn't save
his sister. Very tragic ending.
Yeah.
It's a very beautifully animated seppuku with like
Looks
water flowing around.
Water form, yeah.
He's like water breathing seppuku, or however you say it.
Total concentration.
Yeah.
15th form.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
I completely agree with you though. Like Demon Slayer is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it more than Dr. Stone, but it does it's because those hype moments.
Yeah.
But I like that cooldown period too sometimes.
Well,
where it's like you come off that hype and then Dr. Stone is super consistent. I'm super glad you agree with me because Alex is against us.
No,
I have similar taste.
What are you against, dude? What do you got against Dr. Stone?
I like Dr. Stone.
Why do you hate Dr. Stone?
He said he's gonna drop it.
Because I would rather read the manga. I feel like I'd enjoy it more in manga form. There's just certain like series that I think work better as a manga, just because I get through it pretty quick, and then anime
because you don't like it enough to wait and watch it.
Yeah, I would say that. I just want to know. I want to know what happens already. I can't, but like waiting weekly just kills me sometimes.
Well, that's how I felt about Akame ga Kill because it was like when you read the manga, it was like way more gory in details and more depressing.
Yeah,
and I remember watching the show, and it's like nowhere near as dark
as
the manga. And I was like, I'm glad I started reading the manga.
And the anime had an anime only ending too, is what I heard.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, no, that's correct. It did have an anime only.
It did.
Ending.
Okay.
It didn't match the manga.
Okay, because that's what I heard. But yeah, no. Well,
I heard the manga ending was a lot better than the anime.
Anime Compost put it on there and post an article on their Instagram. I can't remember who wrote the article, but it was about Dr. Stone being a revolutionary shonen show. Would you agree with
I
that?
saw that?
Do you think it's
no?
like,
I don't think it's revolutionary.
What do you mean by revolutionary shonen show?
So like
Kind of like Death Note was.
You got to define like revolutionary. What does that
so
even
like
mean?
it changed. I think they said in the article that it changes like the formula of shonen, like what you would expect from a shonen like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, because it implements like science and stuff like that.
Science? I don't know. there is like I am learning things from Dr. Stone, so it's probably the most educational anime I've watched. Where this,
I'm pretty sure if you finish Dr. Stone, they grant you a PhD.
Oh yeah, you get a free diploma. Oh, bet, dude. That means my 2 hours, my 2 years in college will
But
be
you got to
wasted.
watch it. You can't read it.
Oh, dang.
congratulations, you're a science man. Here's your certificate. You've watched all of Dr. Stone.
You can now build a rocket and send yourself to space.
You can build
Yeah.
civilization from scratch now that you've watched Dr. Stone.
Well, what? He's gonna teach us how to make cola at some point for that one dude.
Oh yeah, cola. You probably haven't seen that show, Himatu and Marchan.
I haven't either.
Oh yeah, I know you, but you know about it.
Yeah, I do.
It's just like this little, like this
'Cause
really
don't-
attractive girl, like out in the world. But when she gets home, she turns into this like little like tiny version of herself and wears like a hamster costume, and it's just ridiculous.
And like plays a bunch of video games
Yeah.
or stuff. Like she's like
Sounds quality. Sounds like one of the shows on Crunch. This is the thing with Crunchyroll where I always get scared to click on random shows because my walls are very thin and I'm very scared that I'm just going to click on softcore porn.
yeah, you
Like
should watch Boku no Piku.
No, because I've clicked on shows and it just like starts off like with just this like anime girl moaning and big titties flopping out.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh gosh, people are gonna think I'm watching porn, which I basically am at that point.
Well, I feel like
Dude, that was basically how Quasar No Stigma started.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
It just,
he
like,
the
cuts to the scene where he's like
the main
torturing
character.
her, or just her chest just falls out, and
Well, because the main character he draws power from breast milk. So he has to drink different girls from this like Catholic school thing, breast milk to get powers.
So when does it stop being anime and start being hentai? This is a very important question.
basically when they show the downstairs parts.
If dicks are censored,
yeah,
it's not hentai.
Wait, really?
Yeah. No, I'm just joking.
no, they normally censor it on hentai. Oh, never mind. I'm
I'm
Did
sorry.
I just reveal it?
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I don't.
Dang.
I guess just penetration. Can't see it penetration.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you got to cut to something else, like a train.
So if there's
Like a train.
so if there's an anime where there's a sex scene going on and they just like pan away from it, is that a hentai? Then
I'm gonna say no.
just with a really long story. Like if there's just like one sex scene in the entire series, but like the rest of it's just story, but still in hentai though. Right?
Parasite. Parasite had a sex scene. Did you ever?
So Parasite is confirmed a hentai.
It could be a hentai. The alien that takes over his right hand touches his penis. You remember that?
Is that sex though?
It's close enough.
I don't.
That's it was almost masturbation.
That's sexual.
Your hand is sentient at that point.
That's sexual assault, not.
Oh yeah, it was no consent, so it was rape. So Parasite does also have rape.
So it was hentai.
Yeah, it's hentai. By an alien life form that made his right hand sentient.
Maybe they just like to get probed.
That's too big a word right now for me, dude.
Probed?
The 5-letter word is a little bit too big.
Keep it simple, bro.
Cat, bat,
Yeah,
hat.
there you go.
What if I said penetrated?
Only one vowel in the word.
Penetrated is 3 words. It's pen, trait, and id.
Yeah.
You forgot the 4 words. Penetrated. Yeah.
Traded.
Yeah, that's how it's called penetrate, because you go
So Dr. Stone.
Is it revolutionary?
He's a I don't know if it's a revolutionary show. I mean, like, the main character isn't like a self-insert character, so is that what qualifies as just like against the shonen formula?
That'd be more like an isekai. Normally, you project yourself into.
A lot of anime have a lot of.
I feel like
self-insert.
shonen for the majority is like a good bit of self-insert. I would even consider Naruto to a degree self-insert.
Yeah, everybody can agree with being like an underdog at some point, or just not being able to make friends.
Yeah.
And so, like, Dr. Stone is just, like, this kind of wacky scientist guy. And the sciences part's really weird because if there should be, like, a drinking game. Every time they say science in Dr. Stone, like, you would die within the first episode because, like, everything is science. It's like, this is the power of science, the science house. We are making weapons of science.
Kingdom of science.
Kingdom of science. Yeah, they do say science a lot. Jeez.
It kind of sounds like there's Twitter people who are really into, like, science but know nothing about science, where they're like, oh, science is so cool. Hashtag science rules.
Hashtag science rules.
That's Dr. Stone.
He's
Dr.
Stone.
We're gonna hashtag science rules on the Instagram post for this podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Science rules.
Yeah. Dr. Stone.
Science does rule.
Do we put an exclamation on that? Like, how much does it rule?
And do we? Is it 2E? What?
There was saliva on the microphone.
Probably me.
It's okay. We should have got the pop filters.
I know.
We have
Especially for Elliot.
We have them somewhere.
Like, I'm pretty sure I might as well get shampoo now and just like
Lather yourself
yeah.
up. Yeah. I
It's
feel
like
that.
taking a shower. So okay, so you don't think Dr. Stone is revolutionary?
I don't know what that means.
You don't think? Do you
It's
think,
different than, like, a regular shonen. Does that make it revolutionary? Death Note is revolutionary. Okay, Death Note is revolutionary because there's characters who just, like, it's Light isn't the main character. You, like, L is as much the main character as Light up until he dies.
yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Sorry. It's Death Note, dude. People have seen that, you know. Yeah.
There's gonna be that
They
one
should
guy.
have,
God
yeah.
damn it, this guy.
I was saving the most popular anime of all time.
Yeah. It is actually the most popular anime on Mal's database too.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
So
yeah. I mean, it makes
Oh, yeah.
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's objectively the best anime I've ever watched. Objectively.
Ooh. Dylan's gonna have some
I
choice
don't know
words.
about the best anime.
What's better than Death Note?
Have you seen? I like Monster.
I haven't
Okay,
seen
too much.
Monster yet. Yeah.
Monsters-
Gurren Lagann, definitely.
Gurren Lagann.
Well, I guess. Well, if we're gonna do in the same genre, I mean, there's a lot more.
Monster's very similar. Monster's
Monster,
like this
yeah.
guy that was raised to be basically the next Hitler.
I don't know. I love Death Note. It was just the ending that kind of killed it for me.
Yeah, it's not like a perfect show.
Oh, no, I like Death Note.
Once L it kind of dies,
It dropped off.
there's a bit of a drop. It didn't like drop that much in quality though. Like I
Yeah.
still liked Nier and I still liked Mellow and I was still super invested into it and I thought the ending was like pretty good where L still got his, he still got his like, whatever.
I just feel like they copped out because Light
Yeah.
won, in my opinion. Well, because if he beat L, I feel like Light should have won.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a
Yeah.
dystopian universe with
L still won though because L
did
set
win.
this up.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
But I
That
just
was a
didn't-
very
I didn't-
distinct up.
exactly. I just didn't like N and Mellow.
Yeah, I didn't care for them.
I didn't.
either.
I
thought
just
they were kinda
I grew
boring.
attached to L.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, if he's not going to win, then nobody should win.
Oh yeah. Well, once L died, I was kind of like, he's coming back, right? There's like has
Yeah,
to be
that's what I
some
was-
weird Shimigami thing
That's
where
what I
they
was
bring him
waiting
back to
for.
life, and it never happens.
He
and
comes
that was-
back as a Shinigami.
That'd be great.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. He's Ren.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Jeez, but the ending, I think the ending made it worth it. When
Yeah. You know what
Light
the weirdest
dies.
scene in that show was? When they like washed each other's feet. Or
I'm always blown away by that scene. It's just out of nowhere, and I guess they're like, what does that mean? Like, what is that symbolizing?
and I'll eat this chip. That's the other scene that
The other scene,
always like,
chips.
gets me. I think it's kind of funny. You remember that part?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
like the most memey part of the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
show.
Death Note is like, it's a serious show,
But-
but it's kind of funny sometimes. Like just
Yeah.
with Ryuk and how he loves
Yeah, no,
apples.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ryuk and L are like funny characters.
Yeah,
like they're
it's-
legitimately. It's a funny show for
Yeah.
as dark as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You know, I got the Omega edition of that.
I don't know what that means.
It's like
limited edition
yeah,
Blu-ray.
basically.
Are there, like deleted scenes? Do they have like the scene of the extended scene of L washing Light's feet or Light washing L's feet?
A lot of fangirls will be waiting for that one.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes extended foot washing segment.
It's really just the same scene cut over and over and over.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
That scene could have got really weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
It did in the Omega edition.
Yes,
Like,
it did.
Yeah.
Look out for the Omega edition.
Death Note is technically a hentai because of the Omega
I was
edition.
gonna say, could that be a hentai scene? It's getting close.
Yeah. Was there penetration? We don't know.
There was foot penetration.
Oh. Death Note, man.
Yeah.
So Dr. Stone.
I was actually going to bring up because you're reading Hikaru no Go, and that's done by the same artist.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's done by the same. Well, of the manga.
I can see it. I like Dr. Stone's art style. It's very like just kind of whimsical and brightly colored, and I like the character design quite a bit. I like the main character. I'm very concerned with how they're going to explain the stone part.
Yeah.
Because if they explain that poorly, it's just going to like kind of ruin the whole show for me.
Like
So if they don't do that correctly, it's going to be really hard to go back to that show and be like, "Oh, everyone turned to stone because of this stupid reason."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering what that stuff could be like. I mean, there's definitely going to be there's still so much to explain.
It's like a weirdly like Dr. Stone would make a great free to play app.
Yeah,
where it's like a farm simulator or something like that, where you combine these elements. There was this game on Newgrounds. I keep trying to find it. I can never remember it. But the whole point of it was you started with like fire, earth, wind, and all that stuff. And from those like 4 basic elements, you kept combining different elements and creating new elements until you collected all of these different materials and elements. It reminds me of that. And they make a lot of references to like JRPG games, like Monster Hunter and what was the other one? Dragon Quest as well.
Dragon Quest, yeah.
And I find it very much kind of like a game in that aspect. It's kind of like this weird JRPG civilization game, and I think it's really cool. And I like. So.
Yeah, every time they make a new material or they find something that like is going to be important later on, it like has that video game effect.
Oh yeah.
Where like something obtained, copper obtained.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice.
So
okay. Yeah, no, I like that too. Yeah, when they got copper and iron. Yeah.
Also, I meant to say that Hikaru no Go's art is done by the same person that did Death Note.
Okay,
not
that's what I
Dr. Stone.
thought you meant.
Yeah.
I was like,
not Dr. Stone.
Yeah. Yeah, Elliot, pay attention.
Well, then everything we said, just forget about that.
Edit
this part out. Edit that whole part out.
I tried to stop you. I just didn't want to interrupt.
You said Dr. Stone, I thought.
You just embarrassed yourself, bro.
I'm also pretty gone, so I mean, maybe I did say Dr. Stone.
No, I don't think you did.
Did he say Death Note?
No, I clearly realized he was talking about Death Note.
Okay, but he didn't say Death Note.
No. But him and I have soul resonance because we spend so much time together.
We're connected under the table.
Yeah, well, we have like no connection whatsoever. So.
Obviously.
Jeez.
But, so what do you think overall of Dr. Stone, though?
I think it's solid.
Wow, the interview is on you now.
I know. I feel like I'm getting attacked here.
It's because both of us are sitting on the same side of the table. Elliot likes to take this microphone a lot.
I'm sorry. Like you got to stop me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. Let's not get to that point though.
We're sharing a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't get the mixer to
It's
work.
not the first time we shared a mic.
Jeez.
I do not know what that means.
We did karaoke together one time.
Did we?
A duet?
Did it actually happen?
For the sake of the podcast, it did.
Oh, okay. I think I did karaoke one time in my life, and it was like high school, and I think I did Ozzy Osbourne's War Pig because I didn't know half the lyrics. It was really embarrassing.
Yeah, no, I only did karaoke once. It wasn't with you. But yeah, no, we've never shared a mic before. This is the first time. It's kind of interesting, and it's going exactly the way I thought it would be, because Elliot always has a lot on his mind and likes to talk.
I'm a good podcast guest. That's what I'm being right now. All right.
Debatable, but stealing the spotlight, man. No, I'm just kidding. But no, every time we talk on the phone too, it's the same way. I'm like, hey, dude. So this. Wait. Let me tell you this real quick. You go on like a 20-minute tangent. I try to come back, and then you still keep going.
It's my ADD. You know, I have the condition. You don't need to bring it up on air.
Dude, leave this disease out of here.
I'm infected with ADD virus. And yeah. So Dylan, what do you think are the strengths and weaknesses of Dr. Stone?
The strengths and the weaknesses? I like the pacing of the show because it's not like he just jumped into it. Like, you can kind of feel the time passing. Where now it's been like a year and a half since since
the first episode
came out of his. No.
Well, yeah,
because that was like 6 months after Senku had broken out of his. Mm-hmm. So it's been about a year and a half for Senku, and he's already starting to make electricity. He's found a civilization to help him power his kingdom of science. So I really like the pacing of it too. And I agree with you on the brighter colors and the character design. I really like it. I love that grin Senku does when he's like, I'm 10 billion% positive that.
Oh, yeah. Everything is 10 billion%. I think that's great. Everything is 10 billion% with him.
Exactly. I know. I love that too.
It's pretty weird for the entire show being like in a jungle, basically, that it still has like a distinct like character to it. Like everything's just like lush and green, and it's very just like mythical. Like they went off to this mythical land, but it's just Earth. And I think there was an episode where he just kind of came to the conclusion like how long 3,700 years is. Again, I think everything's decayed. Like there's nothing left, and I'm always like, I always forget that. I'm like, oh, they're gonna stumble upon something from the past, right? And I'm like, oh no, it's like there's no way anything could survive 3,700 years.
Yeah.
Well, they did find that the Buddha statue.
Yeah. That was made of
Bronze.
I think that bronze.
Was it
bronze or copper?
Copper. It was copper.
Yeah.
Copper.
Yeah, but that's what I was wondering. I was like, oh, it's they're in the future, but something would, a building or something would still be around. And I was like, well, I guess it is 3,700 years.
A lot of
like
stuff
the
happened.
land would change, all the weather that happened, like that. Yeah,
But there's got to be some cities that didn't get affected. It's just like the really, really big ones. I feel like
there was
that's what I'm
actually
waiting for.
like Weather Channel or someone or Discovery Channel did just go aggressive with that mic. They did a special on what happens if humans no longer existed. And
I saw that.
Yeah, and cities would get taken over. So
But that's what I mean.
it
Like I
wouldn't take
feel
very
like
long.
I feel like the moss and stuff would grow over the buildings. Like
it's gonna basically make those cities into mountains.
Yeah, and I guess I could see that.
My only complaint is when they find the human civilization, they speak like perfect English and know all these like really complex words where I'm like, okay, I don't know where they came from, but after 3,700 years, you'd think there'd be some strange dialect issues with them, or they'd be speaking like a slightly weird version of their language or something like that, and they like wouldn't know words like technological advancement like the wizard guy does. He's just like, oh, technologically advanced society. I'm like, how do you even know what that means? Yeah, like
that's what I always thought. But we also don't know where they came from, because it could have only been a couple hundred years ago since the first humans came out of their stone shells.
Yeah, that's what I was
and
thinking.
Could have passed it down. Yeah, but it does confuse me at the same time too, because I'm like, how if they are children of people who were in stone, shouldn't they know about like TV and phones and stuff like that?
Well, they do.
Like,
They do know about certain things. They'll know about like there was like a TV show one of them referenced, and then I think
like a story
Senku said something about that.
Yeah, the
But,
video. A couple of video games.
Yeah.
And,
I guess maybe since they didn't have TVs or like any.
I don't think any of them referenced the TV show.
No,
It
it
was
a,
I can't remember what the name of the reference exactly it was.
Yeah.
but I think it was. I don't think it was a watermelon head girl that said it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It was the watermelon girl, and then I think Kohaku or
One of
Chrome
them said something.
and
and
he
then
was like, "Oh,
Senku,
how do you
yeah.
know about that?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "What?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a really
reference made
small
to it.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't know about like the TVs or car. I don't think they know about cars. Or
No,
anything
they
like
don't
that.
know about.
They
yeah.
didn't tell them. I guess they
even
didn't
know about
bother.
ramen.
They probably just didn't bother telling them. They're like, okay, we don't have this. So
Well, yeah, I mean, like when Senku broke it down to Wizard Man, he was like on the verge of tears of all this stuff he was telling about. They were showing like images of airplanes, and how technologically advanced society was.
Yeah.
So they don't know anything about any of that stuff. So that's where I'm kind of like, it has to be more than a generation, because they didn't tell them
It's
anything
gonna be
about
some several-
anything.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking 100, 200 years, something like that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Damn, that's crazy. So that dang. So nobody else could have figured it out. Senku, it really is the only genius that can kind of figure out how to like.
Well, that's been resurrected, but how many people in the world
Are smart. Yeah. Well, it could have been the
that
dumbest
just
people
didn't
too.
happen. Senku just got lucky where he was located to break out of his shell.
I wonder how many people broke out of their shell to make that village though, because it can't just be two, because then there'll be some problems.
Yeah.
Well, I have a theory where like, I sort of feel like none of them broke out of the shell. Just like a few people weren't affected for like whatever reason. Like that could be a possibility, which is kind of what I'm thinking. Like there's actually a civilization that I feel like, you know what? I take it back because I feel like there'd be more than 40 people then, right?
Yeah, because that would have been 3,700 years.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be back to a billion people.
No, I doubt
Not a
that.
billion.
Well, because none of them
Well,
have
it's
like the
not.
medicine and stuff, so it could have been like a complete restart, and they'd still struggle to get.
But
you know.
I mean,
It'd be
yeah,
yeah. And it would still be
oh
like
no,
a harsh.
it'd be millions.
Yeah.
3,700 years. So.
Yeah. Well, if those people didn't know,
I mean,
how
just
to,
think
like,
about. I mean, we
keep the cities
yeah.
alive and stuff.
True.
It would be more than 40.
Although I did feel
At least 41.
at least
Yeah,
41.
thanks for that that input because I wasn't really sure, but when you said it, I knew.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah.
Like it has 3,700 years of just mating and civilization building would probably make more than 40 people.
Right.
I'd put money on that.
Yeah. Although I feel like they miss an opportunity to make like maybe some more like animals that evolved over time. You know what I mean?
Well, then the genetics would be different.
It's only 3,000.
It's like 3,000 something years.
That's not that much. It takes millions of years.
Never know, man. Something could because then they could have been getting into the laboratories and stuff. You never know. The monkeys.
I'm upset there's no dinosaurs.
Yeah, I am upset about that.
Well, we don't know that yet.
That's true.
It's like, dang, you could have.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone, Dinosaur World. That's the movie. But do you want to move to Demon Slayer?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because you never told us your flaws on Demon Slayer, so we're gonna move to Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Unless
there's anything
we've been
else you
waiting.
wanted to say about Dr. Stone.
No, I think we beat
that's-
that
yeah.
dead already.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think as much. There's only like 9 episodes, right?
Yeah.
There's 11.
No, 10. Or did the 11th one come out?
Somewhere
today?
around there, man.
It was 10 this morning, and it's Friday the 13th. So there was.
Happy Friday the 13th
I know. Are we having a Jason marathon tonight?
with all the candles.
Yeah. Have a seance.
Could watch the Gantz movie. That's kind of a horror movie.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Gantz anime movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
Can't-
since you're doing the podcast, it has to be an anime movie.
It has to be an anime.
Yeah. Is there an anime version of Friday the 13th with Jason Voorhees?
I don't think so. Not that I know of, at least.
I don't know of a slasher. Yeah.
Why is there no anime slashers?
Slashers aren't that cool.
Oh wait.
No.
Well, I was thinking about Paranoia Agent, but I don't think that's a slasher. I think the kid just beats the people over with a bat.
Mm.
Yeah.
Close?
Oh wait, in Gantz there is a slasher incident in the beginning. So if there is a slasher incident in the beginning of Gantz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
watch
Yeah. We'll check it out.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Dope.
You kind of have to.
I
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
With the lights off.
Yeah.
The camera's on.
We'll all scooch together and watch this.
Nice. All on one couch.
Yep. So we can move to Demon Slayer. We touched on it a little bit in the beginning of this.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you said you had some flaws for it. So go ahead. You may take them.
Oh,
away.
I
was
don't
very
have
polite
many
of you,
flaws.
Elliot.
I'd rather talk about like the positive things about Demon Slayer first,
Right.
because the flaws are so like insignificant. Because I super enjoyed the show. I think I was telling you, it seems like a shonen, like a standard shonen show. Kind of similar characters and everything, but with all the unnecessary fat trimmed away.
Yeah.
What takes like shows like Bleach and Naruto 25 episodes to accomplish, Demon Slayer does in 3, and like that's pretty impressive. Where I feel like I've got a lot of character development, a lot of action, a lot of stuff just shoved into 3-4 episodes. And at first I was like, this seems kind of rushed. Like the show seems really rushed. Like he's training, and there's like just random flashbacks of the people he was training, and then he's off slaying demons like in 5 episodes. But I realized like I like that. I liked it a lot more because I don't feel like I need to watch like 1,000 episodes of this show.
That could also like this is just more recent, but like Shonen Jump, because that's the magazine it runs on with Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z used to run on there, Rurouni Kenshin, but like Shonen Jump went through a whole phase where they were just brutal with a lot of new series. So newer manga kind of had to be quicker. Like My Hero Academia, it was kind of brisk in the beginning, just getting him
Oh
to
yeah,
like
people
school.
are having trouble keeping up.
Yeah,
and stuff.
like a lot of series got canceled from, I want to say, once Dragon Ball Z ended, a lot of stuff was getting canceled because they were trying to find the new one. Eventually One Piece came in, but it was a struggle. But then they switched editors, and now this is kind of like around Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen. Those are like they're kind of letting them take their time with it, and not as brutal. Like they're series that would be in the bottom 5 because they have a ranking system.
Okay.
And if they're in the bottom 5 for, say, maybe the first 10 weeks, it would get canceled. Now I've noticed they're kind of giving them maybe double the time to kind of like help their story go along before getting canceled.
They probably missed out on a lot of good stories.
Oh, there's
a
a lot that have gone canceled. Bleach got canceled, actually.
Yeah.
Technically canceled. They didn't They didn't give him the time that he was supposed to be given. They gave him. They were like,
I thought Bleach actually finished. It never did.
It finished. He was forced to finish quicker than expected. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Demon Slayer, I love the art style.
Same.
Like that's the thing when they do all the different fights and stuff, and he has all the water flowing by his blade. Like it took me a second to realize that actually wasn't there. Like, the first time, like, oh, this is just like symbolic of his fighting style.
Yeah.
There's not actually like a giant wave flowing with his sword, which I think is really cool. Because at first I was like concerned. I was like, oh, he just has water powers out of nowhere. What is this? What is going on?
I like the way they draw the water and then the fire.
Yeah,
it kind of has a different style from
it stands out from.
Yeah, it's got
from the
like a
background.
manga kind of style. That's what I dig about it.
Almost like it's layered.
Yeah, I'm super hyped for the hack and slash video game of Demon Slayer.
Oh, that should be
so
fun.
it's gonna be sick looking. I just downloaded from Steam the Berserk game, and I haven't played it yet, but I'm super excited to play Berserk. And as soon as Demon Slayer, I'm pretty sure Demon Slayer is gonna get a game. I feel like it's gonna get a game.
I should get a game. I think I could be wrong, but I think Tanjiro is going to get added to that Shonen. What is it? Shonen Jump Force.
Yeah, Jump Force.
The video game.
Yeah,
I think he's supposed to be added as a DLC.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Actually,
I know. I would
they
like to see
should
him in
add
there.
Nesco too.
Ooh,
Except for everyone hated that game.
yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that. I was kind of. That's why I didn't buy it. I was like, let me wait on it.
I was super excited for that game. The number one reason I was excited for it is because Yu-Gi-Oh! And Kaiba are playable characters. And I just thought that was like the coolest thing to have like Blue Eyes White Dragon in an anime fighter game. But I watched footage of the cutscenes. It's like not good.
Yeah, I heard the story was really like awkward, and they didn't even have the
None of the fighter games have really been that good because we played the My Hero Academia. Game.
It's all recycled now. It's everybody's trying to copy
best one that was ever done. Clash of the Ninja.
Yeah, I was gonna say Clash of Ninja.
No. Because Ninja Storm,
Ninja Storm
is
too.
much better than Clash of Ninja. Clash of Ninja is like nostalgic. Like I love Clash of Ninja for the nostalgia, but Ninja Storm is just a much better series.
I do like Ninja Storm a lot, actually.
I haven't played it yet.
Oh, dude,
did you bring your PlayStation?
No, I should have. I have all the Ninja Storm games downloaded on there.
Oh,
I got it on Steam.
Yeah, Elliot's a big computer gamer. We played
PC
Doki
gamer.
Doki Literature Club, and what was the other horror games we played?
Or were they anime horror games, or was it just a regular horror game? I don't remember.
You had like three different villains that could come after you.
That was Witchkin. That game's like garbage, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Dang, Dylan was remembering fondly on it.
Yeah, I know. It's the first time I'd ever seen it. I was like, oh, wow, this is pretty cool, man. He's like,
no, you're talking about Monstrum. Monstrum's awesome.
okay, cool,
Monstrum.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was pretty sick to watch and play. You gotta like gather all these items to get out of this wherever you are. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No. I just love that game.
Yeah.
So
Monstrum. Highly suggest Monstrum.
So Doki Doki Literature Club, is that like a dating sim? It
Kinda?
sounds like
Well, it's like a psychological thriller dating sim.
So it starts off like your stereotypical like anime dating sim type game.
Okay.
We were voice acting it actually.
Oh, nice.
It was very fun, and I was also concerned after a while that people were coming downstairs and just hearing us do like anime girl voice impressions, and very concerned. There's a lot of giggling and anime girl voice impressions, so it was not a good look. But yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club starts as it kind of seems like a stereotypical dating sim, and then it turns into like a psychological horror thriller.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah. It was fun though. It's fun.
Can you end up dying? Like, do you get like? Can you make a wrong decision?
But
everybody else just dies around you.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I guess that's still just as scary.
Yeah.
I'm playing Ace Academy right now, which is a mech dating sim.
What?
How does that work?
Yeah.
Well, you're not dating the mechs. There's just mechs involved.
Oh,
and there's
okay.
also dating sim aspects to it. I'm pretty sure I haven't got super to the dating sim part, but there's like all of these best girls that keep showing up. So I'm assuming one of them I'm supposed to, kind of get with or something like that.
Hey, Alex, what was that game you always ask me about that was on 360?
360.
Or no, original Xbox maybe?
What game?
The one you always ask me about it, and you try to describe it to me, and I never think.
Oh no, it was on 360. It's like this. I feel like it was. I mean, it was definitely a Japanese game. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
The guy drives a mech, and he's like, I guess he's on space, or he's like in some planet, and he has to collect. He's collecting orbs to keep his like oxygen going
know that
on.
game?
But he's
I feel
also
like I would've
fighting
gotten
other
that from
things.
you.
No, you had it. It was. I think I had like a yellow. The mecha had like some yellow design on it. I can't remember what
You
exactly.
collected orbs in space?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a very fun game.
No, you would collect the orbs to keep yourself alive, but you were doing
like
other
health
stuff.
and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
because like your oxygen.
Fuel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were orbs.
For Xbox, that seems pretty bare bones gameplay.
360. Well, I've only played it
360, yeah.
for an hour, and then I never got to play it again.
Yeah.
But I just
And
remember.
I cannot recall what.
I remember it fondly. Okay, those
Maybe
were,
somebody.
That was
maybe,
a good.
Maybe,
That was a good hour.
He remembers it, but I can't remember it.
I've tried
Yeah.
looking. I looked like through the whole Xbox 360
Maybe-
catalog. I can't find it.
Maybe somebody listening to this podcast will know what that game
Yeah.
is and be able to tell us.
Orbs, mech, yellow.
Yeah, in the comments. Do you do comments? Is there comments on
Can be on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, you do YouTube as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Comment on the YouTube.
Yeah, comment on the YouTube. What is the mech game? You're yellow and you collect orbs
Yes.
in space.
And possibly Japanese.
Yeah, so it sounds like a lot of games. Do you remember Custom Robo?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a GameCube game, wasn't it? Yeah,
GameCube.
yeah. You like build your robot and then fight.
Oh, that
Like,
sounds
yeah.
awesome. That sounds like
Yeah.
Gundam Builders, that anime.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't seen that one.
It's
But
just-
Custom Robo is kind of like a Japanese like robot fighting game, and you can have 4 people play at the same time in like this little arena. It was like super awesome.
That sounds awesome.
It was like one of my I would say like it was one of my like top 5 like nostalgic video games from my past.
Should we take a trip to East Arland?
Oh yeah, have you ever been to East Arland?
I did. The girl at the cash register was like really rude.
Oh.
Yeah,
We know which one you're
yeah,
talking about.
Yeah,
Dylan got in trouble.
yeah. No, that wasn't from the girl though. That was from the guy.
Oh, it was from the guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just watched you go
Yeah,
over where
well,
you
I
shouldn't
was
have been.
trying to look at the GameCube games, and it was like on the wall, like there was like an opening between the shelf and everything. And I was just kind of like leaning in, and like to see if I could look and if they'd say anything. They didn't say anything, so I leaned in a little bit more. I like put my foot across the line, and the guy's like, "Hey, yeah, you, I need you to come back over here." Like, okay, I've been standing here for 10 minutes, and nobody's even come to offer to help me.
Yeah.
And like, I'm trying to buy something.
He's like, "Stop! What are you doing?"
You see, there's a no. You can't go behind their sign.
There was no sign there that said,
Oh, yeah, there
"Do
was
not
no
go."
sign.
Yeah.
There was a line. Did you not see the line?
There was no line. It was an imaginary line.
It's imaginary boundary.
They had that line there, and you crossed it. Would the girl got mad at you or the guy?
The guy did.
Oh.
Yeah.
The guy.
What about the girl? How do you know what girl I'm talking about?
Oh, we know.
We've been there multiple times, so we know which girl.
I was looking for a PS1 memory card. I don't know why. She was like, I'll get to it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, what?
Dang, did not want to offer
Yeah.
that memory
Wow.
card.
And they didn't even have it.
Jeez.
I had to go to a weird pawn shop find it, the PS1 memory card.
Everybody, Elliot lives in. Find him.
Send
Bleep
fan
that,
letters.
bleep that out. You should bleep that out.
About to get doxxed.
yeah.
Get swatted when you get home. Jeez.
So you hate Attack on Titan.
I don't hate Attack on Titan.
Call it a
Dylan does hate
normie
Attack on
anime show.
Ooh, you said that?
Yes you did. Yes you
Heard me use the word normie in my life.
No, but you basically insinuated it. I'm using that word. When I told you I'm listening to Attack, I was not listening. I put my earbuds in. I only listen to anime. I don't actually watch it.
Mm-hmm.
When I told you, I was watching Attack on Titan, you're like, oh, I mean, that's like the mainstream anime.
Yeah, it is pretty mainstream. I mean, it airs
Yeah.
on Toonami.
It's probably the
second
second most well-known anime right
Exactly,
behind Death
yeah.
Note.
But you said it in a way that was like derogatory. Explain yourself.
You have been getting a little aggressive. with
I
Patrick,
feel like it
feel
rubs
with
off on me. Yeah, I feel like I'm harder on. No, let's not get into that.
Okay,
We always
okay.
bring him up in every podcast. Let's just.
I'm sorry,
move past
Patrick.
that. You know Patrick.
Do I?
Yeah, he was at the bar.
Oh, I know Patrick.
Yeah. All right. Anyways,
I don't think it picked it up anyway.
Yeah,
Mike's too
probably
far.
did, but
Maybe.
So, yeah, no, I like Attack on Titan is a good show. It's just
Yeah.
I feel like I can't really connect to many of the characters.
Yeah.
Do you need to connect to characters to be a good show?
Yeah, I want
I
to
think
feel
to-
like an emotion, like an empathy for them.
To enjoy
Yeah.
it. Like, I watched Gantz, the movie, the other night. I just couldn't connect with the characters. But the animation kept me because I thought it looked really, really good. And the fight scenes were awesome. But, like, the characters just insufferable.
Yeah.
Just, like, really pissed me off.
But you like the show.
What movie?
I like it, but I hate it.
Wait, are we talking about Attack on Titan or are we talking about Gantz?
I'm talking about Gantz.
I'm asking him about Gantz. I don't
Okay.
Gantz,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a similar show. They fight monsters, a lot of deaths, really dark.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could get attached to Attack on Titan. Aaron's kind of like a self-insert. I would feel like
Yeah.
like if you saw your mom get killed by a Titan, you'd want some revenge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So although his revenge is a little like almost like obsessive, a little ridiculous, I would say.
How is it? I don't know. I don't see it as like ridiculous though. Like how would you say it's ridiculous?
Just like it's just the way it comes off, where he's like, "I'm gonna murder all the Titans." Like,
yeah.
I mean, I get it, but it's just like
He-
I feel like in that world, you would. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't expect such a aggressive thing like all the time. I feel like it's almost like 100% all the time.
Well, that would be the only thing you thought about was the fact
Yeah.
that these giant murder machines are right outside
Giant
your
naked humans.
these giant naked humans
With
Ew.
genderless humans.
I mean, it's to the point where he can't even enjoy life.
yeah, that's. I mean,
How are you supposed to enjoy life in that situation?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it, but I mean, there's just no chill.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because like
he needs to sit back and like smoke a doobie and just be like,
yeah,
you know
dude,
what?
chill out, man. There's
Just
no
like the
laws.
Titans, like whatever, man. I'll kill him when the time comes.
Wait, how long was the time skip?
from
4 years from
from
when
the
his
first
mom
episode.
dies.
Yeah,
and-
about like 3 years. I think it was 3 or 4 years. Yeah, 3 or 4 years.
So I mean, I've never seen my mom get like torn apart by giants. So
Yeah.
I can't really relate to that, but I would imagine after 3 years you could at least like do some things to enjoy life.
Like, I mean, I think he would still obviously want revenge.
yeah, exactly.
I just feel like it would be,
but
maybe
every line is like, "I'm gonna kill a Titan."
yeah, it's like he's too hot-headed.
That's like his whole point though. Like that's all he wants to do. Like they
Yeah.
murdered his mom.
Yeah.
And like that's all that's on his mind. What else would be on your mind at that point other than murdering these giant like Titans? He also in the beginning of the show he shows that he wants to be part of the guard. He wants to go out there and do more. He's already adventurous. He wants to go out in the world.
That's true.
And like once it I just feel like that would be the only thing you could think about in that world. And that's why I think it's such a great show because like that like the situation they're in is like the only thing you can think about. Any semblance of peace that you get is just like a delusion from the reality that these giant, massive, naked monsters are right outside your like your
right
city
yeah,
about
pretty
to
much.
eat you. And it's like it's horrifying to watch them eat you. Like they're absolutely horrifying creatures.
Well, I mean, then you find out that they don't really need to eat humans to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't
just
even
kinda
need to eat.
do it.
That's what. Yeah.
And
They
then you find out
Yeah, I know.
that there's people that are Titans themselves too.
yeah, I guess it's because like with going back with like Aaron, there's like the other characters that have different, I guess, goals in their lives. Like there's what is it? There's Gene or John. You know who I'm talking about? Horseface.
Horseface.
They call him Horseface. Aaron calls him Horseface.
Not the blonde haired guy, right?
No, there's Aaron McCoss.
Is it like gray hair?
I thought
He's one of the other cadets.
he was friends with Marco that dies, that gets eaten in half. You remember who I'm talking about, John? Because he
Yeah.
wants to be part of the. Is it the garrisons? I can't remember.
Oh,
what it-
he wanted to be a part
he
of the
wants
military.
the
police?
military because they get like the
Yeah, okay, I know here.
like he's worried more about his
brown hair.
safety.
He's got brown
Yeah.
hair.
Mhm.
Yeah, he wanted to be a part of the military police, and then he
Yeah.
eventually becomes
like
a
I mean
scout.
all those characters have
Yeah.
experienced some sort of
Yeah.
like loss
Trauma.
Yeah, especially when the Titans broke through the wall in the first
Yeah.
episode.
and they can still somewhat enjoy life.
Well, I mean, not even they're just not as like extra. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it.
No,
I get
no,
it.
I
It's the whole shonen thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you like when your main character's like spunky, right?
Yeah, that's
Is
a really
ready.
good point.
And I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I don't hate Aaron. I think he's entertaining, especially when like he gets serious.
yeah,
Although I'm pretty sure he has.
as long as he gets serious at the right time.
Like, although in the first, I'm pretty sure in the first season he didn't kill a single Titan in his human form.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't think he kills one until the end of season 2. I think.
I think so.
Yeah, he
I
kills-
just like that Aaron's not that great at it. Like
I like that part.
He
yeah.
has all this like he seems like when I was first watching, I thought he
Mm-hmm.
was just going to be OP at just slaying these Titans, and it was going to be over the top. But he's actually like one of the worst at actually
Yeah.
just killing the
He's
Titans
pretty
in
average
in,
or
in
bad.
human form. Not
Yeah.
one of the worst, but I mean out of that
Yeah,
team
yeah.
of like top people.
I mean,
Even
he's
in-
you
yeah.
got Mikasa.
Yeah.
Armin's like the genius, like tactician.
Mikasa, who's also
Oh,
Kirisu.
he got the English voice actress to sign that.
Yeah, we actually hung out with her a little bit at Katsucon.
I got the Mikasa print, but I do want that.
Yeah.
I would have wanted that.
That one
I
was
like
awesome.
Kurusu.
You
from
watch Steins Gate?
No, I needed to watch that show
I feel like you'd like
for
that.
so long.
You would like that.
I get
one.
suggested by nonstop people to watch that show, and it's right now I have Crunchyroll, and I'm poor, and I have nothing else, and it's not on Crunchyroll.
Okay, well, I own Steins Gate, so
they
I'll,
did take it
I'll
away.
loan it to you. I'll loan you that and Made in Abyss.
I'll love you forever if you do that. You have Initial D too, right?
Yes, I do have Initial D.
That was a good one.
So, yeah, I'll bring all those to your house next time I come by, or next time I see you, I'll have them. But back to the Attack on Titan thing, Aaron, even in cadet school, he couldn't use the what's their gear called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We all,
Do you know what the gear called?
Oh, yeah,
the 3D something.
Oh, I can't remember.
I forget, but the thing about that is like I think it's a little lame is that he was really struggling to do it, but the only reason he was struggling was because it was faulty.
Oh yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
true.
he was
I forgot about that.
actually. It's a.
And it was
the
actually
mobility
showing.
gear. Just the omnidirectional mobility.
Part. Yeah,
gear.
It was showing that he was actually like extraordinary at it because he was able to hold for like 5 seconds with like this faulty
Yeah.
machine, and all these other guys were like, oh wow, he was able to hold for 5 seconds in that faulty machine. So
Serious
it did show
ab
he
workout.
was above average there, but when it actually comes to fighting the Titans, like almost everybody in the top class is a bit better than him.
It's because he's
Yeah.
reckless.
yeah.
You see, like
Because
what-
his rage blinds him.
that. Yeah, he gets.
And does that make him a bad character?
I think it makes him a character I don't like sympathize
Yeah, he's
as
not
much
a bad
with.
character.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like I like him, but it's just like, all right, well, I guess I can't like see myself in him. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like I would probably relate more to Armin, just being terrified, scared shitless.
Wow.
Like when
Fight or flight, okay.
dude, I'm just like, I don't know. At that point, like,
Zetsu.
yeah. Oh, dude, if I fall asleep
But
and then
that's
I,
why you like
yeah.
him so much.
Dude, I like
Pussy.
Zenitsu. I think I like no.
Dang.
Yeah.
Back to Demon Slayer. Not
In one podcast, I did call Alex out for liking to be dominated, though.
I don't remember that one.
what?
I don't even. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Dylan says a lot of things.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, yeah.
Are you into like strong anime girls dominating you?
I do like strong anime girls.
You said
Oh
you
yeah, I like the
Tsundere.
Mean Girls.
That's what it
Oh
was.
yeah, Kurisu. Dude.
Yeah.
What's her name? Is it Zuko?
Nesco?
Nesco.
Oh, I do like Nesco.
Okay, but she's like the opposite of dominant.
I like to dominate too.
Actually, no, she's pretty dominant.
Well, she's a demon. She could definitely put you down, and she grows to a big size, dude. She could grow to the size of a Titan, probably.
She's also very like just kind of like she doesn't seem like she would dominate anybody.
Yeah, probably not. Seems pretty chill.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, we should talk about the thing with Demon Slayer. Okay, so let me bring this up real fast. So Demon Slayer, awesome show. I really like it. I like how they show him struggling to train. All this, I like the pacing. I love the art style. I like the dark world. Reminds me of like a '90s anime a lot.
Yeah.
Drawing a lot from like Inuyasha and stuff like that. It just seems like very cool. But so there is the butterfly samurai girl.
Gocho?
Yeah.
Gocho.
I like her.
So I like her a lot. Terrifying when you first meet her when she's like,
yeah.
"Oh, you want to be friends?" Like, well, first I'm gonna have to cut open your guts and torture you.
Yeah.
For justice sakes.
She says it so casually
Yeah.
too.
So I also like that she's this like tiny girl and not strong enough just to decapitate
Yeah.
somebody.
She's more finesse. Yeah.
She's not overpowered, and it, like, her strength makes sense for her character design.
Right.
Okay, so she has this poison that kills demons,
Yes.
right? So they're also having an issue with these demon attacks rising more and more, and they don't have enough good people
Yeah.
to fill in the slot of this. Why is she not giving this poison to every single character? Why is she not supplying the entire armada of demon slayers with this poison?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
because they could lace their swords with it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe each demon slayer, just because they have a different fighting style, they just don't want to use it. Like they have no need for it. And there's like maybe pride, like with the 12. What is it? How many of the? She's part of like that other.
The Hashiros?
Yeah, the Hashiros.
Mm-hmm.
There's like I think there's 12 of them.
I don't know. I don't think it's 12. Let's see. There's the one guy who stabs.
There's like the white hair,
Shinaga,
the black hair dude that's from the first.
Gocho, Gyu.
There's a red.
The guy who pins down Tanjiro, the guy who cries all the time.
Is there a guy? Oh,
and
yeah.
then there's that girl with the green and the pink hair who's like super sweet. And then I think there's like 7 or 8.
Right. Might as well just search it up. The pillars. That's what they.
Yeah, the pillars.
The pillars.
But they're called Hashiros.
Well, it's like regardless of those, it's like the lower level people. Well, like why not give them that poison that can kill demons? So hopefully there's some sort of explanation in it later in the show, because right now it's kind of like, okay, you're struggling with all these demons. The demons' attacks are rising. You're also struggling to find good demon slayers that can slay demons. Like you're getting like a bad batch of demon slayers. Very few people are coming in.
Right.
You should just supply an armada of archers with it and just fire, like, you could fire this poison to like a forest full of demons and start slaying a couple of them. So hopefully there's some sort of explanation for that, because like when I saw that happen, I'm like, oh, why didn't you give that to all
like
the
Tanjiro,
recruits? Tanjiro and just like all those guys that got slaughtered would benefit greatly from having a poison that can paralyze a demon and kill them.
That's true.
Yeah, but those guys that got slaughtered, they didn't even have a chance in the first place.
Yeah, maybe they don't want to waste resources, I guess.
They didn't even get to even attack the first demon, the sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it was a slaughter out there.
Yeah. That wouldn't even help.
Irregardless, they should be supplied with that poison that can kill demons. If there's like a limit, or it's really hard to make, or something like that, I would like to know. There needs to be like an explanation for that, because when I saw that, that's what my brain went to. I was like, oh, why don't you just like supply an army with this stuff?
It could be
that makes sense,
limited.
actually.
Although I think it's made with those special flowers.
Wisteria?
It's Wisteria. What is it? Wisteria? Wisteria, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there, it looks like there's an abundance of that. Not sure if maybe there's a special
I'm sure
other
there's
chemical.
something else in it. Yeah. Because it has to go through their bloodstream.
Yeah.
So.
Although they say Wisteria is enough just to keep them back anyway.
Yeah.
The purple
flowers. Well, that's
flowers.
why their headquarters and everything is surrounded
the headquarters.
by it.
Even when the at the exam they have Wisteria
it's surrounded
all
so
around.
they can't escape. Mm-hmm.
The demons.
But other than that, like that episode 19, was that the one where?
Oh yeah, where Nezuko does the little blood.
The demon art blood explosion. Also, like she's great character, and that episode like gave me chills. And I wasn't even that attached to either of those characters. It's just so well done when he like gets that. He has like a third of a blade, and he's going after this guy, and it's just like this family bond that's just like, I have to do it. I have to go. And it was epic. It was really well done. It was like one of the most chill. I think the closest thing I've probably got to that from an anime is maybe like when Naruto was like the Haku fight and stuff like that. When he first goes demon, and when Goku first goes Super Saiyan against Frieza, it felt like.
You say it's on that level?
I feel like it's on that level. Like I felt like it was on that level watching that with that third of a blade and just charging this guy just head first into this like web of these like blood red webs. It was I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a great episode.
Like I don't disagree with you saying that it was like very iconic, but because I agree, but it almost like I don't really feel it that much, just because those were like Goku turning Super Saiyan. That was like iconic, right? Yeah. But that episode did make a Demon Slayer trend all over the world.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely don't disagree with you at all. So that's a great point. Damn. Demon Slayer anime.
That episode gave me chills too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Except for Vinland Saga. That's
Vinland Saga.
When
is
that
really
starts
good too. You should
starts
watch that
kicking
one.
up. Okay. Viking show.
Yeah. It's really good so far. What they're taking a break though
So
for
far,
the next week.
yeah, I don't know what. I think something happened in Japan, and they were like, "Yeah, we gotta not
Hold
air
off for a
this."
second.
Yeah,
yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So, anything else? You guys
anything
want
else
to
you
add?
want to say?
I don't think so.
All right.
All right.
Well, yeah, I think we're gonna end this after hours podcast as you. Oh, go ahead.
Real fast, I want to say thank you for letting me on.
Of
So I
course.
appreciate it a lot. So I
Yeah.
know I talk a lot, and thank you for letting me grab your mic constantly, Dylan. So we had to share a mic because there's supposed to be 3 mics, but something happened, and I'm quite the talker. And so thank you for letting me on this podcast. It was it's fun. It was really fun. So
Yeah. No. Thanks for coming on and driving all the way down here.
Yeah.
To come on and everything. I knew you'd be a good guest because you can talk about so much.
Yeah, you got a lot to say.
So, yeah. You
and it works.
you can take my mic anytime.
Yeah.
But hopefully.
yeah, man, I agree that I can take your mic anytime.
Just wait until after this podcast is going down. He's not returning.
Jeez.
Bitch.
Oh god.
So yeah, no, definitely. It's been good. Like, hopefully next time, because I'm sure we'll have you on again. We'll figure out how to get this third mic going. We've run into a lot of issues.
Realized that we weren't ready for a mixer.
Yeah. So
And having a hard time.
we're gonna keep working at it. And yeah, we'll I have the third mic. We just need to figure out a way to hook it up to our.
We'll figure it out
at
some point.
Studio. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so follow us at TGW Podcast, which is me, and Alex at.
Professor_Otaku.
Are you gonna give him the other one too?
No, don't.
Not
don't
yet.
say that.
Okay. And, Elliot, do you have any social media you want anyone to follow you on?
No, don't follow me on anything. Don't.
He doesn't
look
wanna
me
get
up.
doxxed.
Don't even look at my name. Don't
It's
dox
part-
me. Don't.
It's part of
send-
this lifestyle.
Yeah, don't send police to my house or anything like that.
Yeah,
After the
yeah.
first time, you get used to it. I'll say that.
And yeah. Oh, you said that.
Don't expose me.
Yeah, exposed. But and yeah, you can check us out on YouTube now too.
Oh yeah.
So
We're on YouTube's.
yep, on the YouTubes, and hopefully iHeartRadio soon.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So we're waiting on permission back from them.
Dude, I love radio.
All right, and we'll
All right,
cut
well,
it.
bye.
See you guys in the next
Cut it.
one.
See ya.